Friends, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Curvy E Chronicles. My name is Courtney and I'm so glad you found your way to my little corner of the internet. Today we are closing out our March budget, so let's get into it. Alrighty, first things first, we are going to start off on the to-dos and goals and things. So, I did read 2 books this month. Barely, but I did do it. Now, as far as walking 30 miles, I was really good in February. I walked a lot. This month, not so much. After I took a tumble out of my husband's truck and life's been busy, we did not make that happen. So, that is going to roll over to next month, so stay tuned for later this week when you see our April budget. Now, as far as to-dos, we did get all of the clothes prepped for the sale, the consignment sale, and I actually did sell in the consignment sale, so keep an eyeball out for that bonus cash stuffing coming soon. They said they were going to mail checks out this week when I'm filming this, and so hopefully I will have that soon. And then when it comes to organizing my desk, that did not happen. Because, among other things, I did not accomplish a lot. Prepping this stuff and getting all of this taken care of, plus falling out of my husband's pickup, I'm fine now, I promise, guys. It's just an ongoing joke. I just didn't have a lot to do. So, we are going to be making a bigger and better to-do list for next time, for next month. So, for April. Anywho, let's get into the numbers. So, let's jump up here to income. Income was a little bit different this month, I should say. And that is the joys of having a husband in trade. He was short a couple hours each week, like an hour each week, just with leaving early. I think it's actually like 30 minutes or something, the way it all panned out. And then he ended up having to go and accept some equipment deliveries in another union, which is the one he will eventually go to. So he got a little bit more on the last week, which is great. Kind of helped make up for the short on the other ends. But let's find out what our total actual income was for the month. I zoomed in too far. Oh, okay, that's really good, actually. Not too shabby, friends. So we were actually over by, so we had $56.43.75. So $3.75 extra. We're going to take it to the bank. Okay, and then, like I think I've told you guys in the past, I do, as bills come out, I go in and I check and make sure they're paid, and I fill in what they are. One thing I did do is I had a Lightroom subscription. For anyone that doesn't know, Lightroom is an app that is a photo editing app. I used to edit more of my photos, just like brighten color, this, that, and the other. I don't do it very often anymore, so I did get rid of my premium subscription on that for now. I figure if I want it, I can always go back, so we are no longer paying for that, which is great. Everything else we are still paying for. So let's add up our bills really quick and see how the cookie crumbled. All right, so bills, which we knew were going to come in over, did come in over. So $2,263.61. Though that's not that much of a difference. That's what, $5? That's not bad. That's basically that's actually really good. And I knew that because our power bill was over, and that was just going to get messy as it was. So honestly, not too bad. We do save $2,200 a month for our month ahead bills. So somewhere in there we always have enough. I obviously make sure we have enough. And if I recall, I don't think I took anything from our month ahead fund because our Starlink does charge to our city credit card. And so I think I just ended up putting only $100 towards the card instead of $150. Is that great? No, but that's just what we did this month. I will probably end up taking money out of our month ahead to put towards the city card anyway. So regardless, all the bills were paid. We came in $5 over, which is not bad. Our power bill is still really high at the moment. We've just still had some pretty chilly weather, but we're headed into spring here soon. I'm going to get to turn the heat off. It'll be amazing. So let's jump down here into debt. So I'm excited. Our STCU card, we did pay we met our goal. So we did $440.17. So we made the $400 plus we covered the payment protection that we do pay once a month, and it's a percentage of the balance we carry on the card. So that's great. The city card, we did have I had a medical bill that came up that I was not totally expecting to pay. So we ended up only putting $900 so that we could cash flow the medical bill. So not quite, we didn't quite hit our goal, but pretty close. So we are at, what is that? Let's just, 1340, yeah, 1340, 17. So not too shabby, friends. And those are just ones that I predetermined. So while we're at it, let's go over here. I have my cheat sheet of like certain numbers on here that just make it easier than flipping back and forth 10,000 times. But we are going to now I'm going to flip back and forth and I'll speed you through it. But we're going to go through and determine what all we have, what all we put towards these ones. Let me speed up and then we'll be right back. Okay, tried to be quick about that one because most of them we hit goals on. The only one that we didn't was clothing, and that was just because we spent some money from that. And to even it out, I just put $4 in the last week, which is totally fine. And then End of the World actually ended up getting some, just with the way budget breaks down. This is kind of our catch-all. Challenges, obviously we were able to put more towards challenges, which is fabulous. So now let's jump down here into our long-term savings. I'm happy to say we did meet our goal of $800. That said, 0 to 6 months did not get anything. As much as I want to prioritize right now, that's just not something we can. Something that is a priority is Christmas. We were able to put $185 to Christmas this month. The only reason it's a lot is because we are doing that scratch off, and it's real great on giving us the 50s. So, or $25 each scratch off. So that's why that one's getting a lot. But the other thing is once we get it filled, then it can sit and accumulate over the next, however many months once we finish and meet our goal. Next up, emergency, which is one of our other big goals. We did put $72 to emergency, which is fabulous. I love that. Car maintenance only got $40 this month. And I'm pretty sure I've said every form of time frame other than day when I'm talking about this. This is for the month of March, Courtney. Get your life together. This one didn't get as much. Granted, we have a really decent amount in there. However, my husband does need work on his pickup. On both, actually, because it's just, I feel like that is just the way he rolls, is they always need something. So we're going to start hitting that one pretty heavy now that propane is fully funded, because propane did get $400 of our $800 this month. And that is so that we can prep for filling the tank, which we know needs to be done. I actually am calling tomorrow when you guys are seeing this. So I'm calling tomorrow to get that taken care of, and then we can slowly but surely start filling it, getting it ready for this fall. Health and medical got a whopping $43, which is great. We did actually spend most of that to buy contacts for my husband. They have jumped in price, which is just wild to me. It's outrageous, but it is what it is. We had enough to cover it, and I'm thankful for that. But my goodness, $40 difference in 6 months. That's crazy, right? Okay, preschool, we only put 55, we put 55 into preschool. This is to fund the 2024-2025 school year. We're trying to pre-fund that, so looking good. And then my husband's hobbies only got $5 this month, and then he actually spent a lot from there. So, honestly, I feel like we did really well. We hit our $800 goal, which always makes me happy. And the truth be told, in the coming months, my husband is set to go back out of town, so we will be looking at getting extra that we can either dump towards these, or that we'll be able to dump towards more debt too. So I'm not worried about that. we know that that's coming. So let's take a moment and add this up and see what we did. So we were able to put $16.16 away into sinking funds or long-term savings, which is awesome. All right, now let's jump down here to our cash envelopes and see how those fared. Give me just a moment. All right, so I just real quick wrote these in versus having you suffer through me speed spinning. Okay, so groceries, we did hit our budget. Granted, technically speaking, we went over budget this last week. You'll see that in tomorrow's video for Meal Plan Monday. But we were able to cover those expenses and pay back our buffer with our end of the world envelope is where we ended up taking from because that was way easier. So anywho, that did happen. It's okay. I'm still calling us that we were in budget because we were able to cover it, and obviously we spent all of it. So Cody did get all of his spending money this month, which works out great. I actually had a gift card. My mom gave me a gift card at the beginning of the month, so I did not spend any money on coffee, which is fabulous. And of course, my furnace is going to kick on. And then eating out, we didn't actually spend as much as I thought. I only ended up spending $40, and I'm pretty sure I rolled some of that over, which is fantastic. So let's see here. We did $460. Look, guys, I did that in my head. We should be proud. So under budget there, which is great. That's a place I love to be under budget here, and I love to be over budget here. So now let's fill in our final numbers here and see how the cookie crumbled. Now, friends, I am still figuring this out. I don't fully know, because we are a month ahead, this whole monthly budget thing is still a challenge for me to always wrap my brain around. It doesn't always zero out because we do put things into our buffer. So just know that there will probably be a different number here at the bottom where it is not going to zero out, and I'm just learning to accept that because of the fact that we are, what's the word? Not only a month ahead, but also because of that buffer. And I don't, as much as I keep track of our buffer, I don't keep track of it to like the penny. I know how much roughly should be in our buffer. And we use it here and there for like little things. Like sometimes I will take Clayton to go get a donut while Claire's in school. And so it's, you know, $1.50 for donuts, so I'll use our buffer for that kind of thing. But that is why we're going to have a different. But the thing is we're keeping track, and I get to see kind of where things are going. One of my goals, I think, as I get more accustomed to these monthly budgets, is I think I'm going to start doing more of like expense tracking. I'm not the best at that right now. Granted, we do pay for most things in cash. So we're going to figure that out. We're going to work through it. So let's real quick see how we ended the month. Obviously, we set it up to be zero base, but we know that that's going to be a little different. I think we made out pretty good. So let's see how she pans out. All right, family came in to disturb me. Anyway, okay, so we are showing over budget $36.03, but if I recall, last month, where's February's budget? We were over budget $265.58, which is roughly what we had in our buffer. Now, our buffer's taken a hit because my husband, one of the things we were just discussing actually is the fact that he bought an app. Well, not bought an app. He didn't cancel a free trial cancel the subscription to a free trial on an app that identifies plants that charges $30. So, anyway, so this one technically we are in the red. $36.02, but if we add our $265, whoops, I forgot I zoomed in. I know there's change in there too. What was it? $265 and change. What was it? $265.55. Okay, so $260. Nope. All right, so technically we still have $229.52, which our buffer is less than that. And The reason being is for a few miscellaneous things that we've done. So we're just going to put $229, $52, and then next month I will try and reconcile and get those to match what we actually have in there. So anyway, guys, that closes out our budget. I'm feeling pretty good about these monthly closeouts. I hope you guys are. This month I'm extremely proud of the fact that even with our power bill being as much as it is, we were still only $5 off here. We brought in more income than we thought about. Putting more to savings is always a bonus. This always makes me happy. And then obviously being less in groceries. We are weekly budgeters, so this monthly budget is more of just a guideline to see where we're at, where we're going to try and put money. And then obviously as the weeks go on, we really stick to and stand by our weekly budgets because that is our hard and fast. This is more of a guideline just to kind of see where things fall. It also is nice to see where we're spending money, like where are things going within this, how much are we actually putting to that for the month. But feeling really good about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This whole month of April that's coming up, obviously today is the last day of March. If you celebrate, happy Easter. We do, and just sending that out to you guys. Easter blessings to you all. But tomorrow starts April, so this month we've got a whole slew of content. I've got lots of quarterly things that I will be posting. We're going to have a savings quarterly update. We're going to have a quarter one debt update. We are going to have a goals update. We're also going to have just like our regularly scheduled content, all the things, including our April budget, which will be coming up on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to hang out, hit that subscribe button, friends. And until next time, remember, friends, to spread kindness like glitter. Bye, y'all.